Question 16. Use the quadratic formula to solve, right, this here. Give your answers correct to 2 decimal places. Now, when it comes to quadratic formula, and obviously that is on page 2, so we don't have to remember it, we are used to it being in this form, aren't we? ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, where a, b and c are numbers. We don't have that here at all. But what we need to do to start with is to simplify this, okay? Quadratic formula is usually only worth 3 marks. But here they're giving you 6 marks, so there's a bit of work to do beforehand. That's why there's so many marks. Now, bracket now squared means you write the bracket out twice, okay? X then, 2x plus 3 plus 7. So what I need to do now is just expand. So let's do this here. First, for FOIL now, yeah? First is 9x squared. Outers be minus 3x. Inners is minus 3x. And lasts, minus 1 times minus 1 is plus 1. And in this bracket, x times 2x is 2x squared, x times 3 is 3x, plus then 7. Okay, so we've got that situation there. Now we just get everything onto one side, 9x squared minus 2x squared. So we've got this here, right? You can see what I've done. I've taken that 2x squared over, so put it next to that 9x squared. That's minus 6x. Altogether there, and take that 3x over, so be another minus 3x. Don't forget the 1, then forgetting the 1 here, plus 1, and then take the 7 over as well, minus 7 equals 0. So you end up having 7x squared minus 9x, 1 minus 7 is minus 6 equals 0. So you've got it now in that form, right? You've got 3 marks for getting down there, okay? Now all we need to do now is set a to equal 7, b to equal minus 9, c to equal minus 6. Okay, and then we can put in the formula, okay, which is on page 2. Okay, so I'll write it out here. Okay, but you don't need to remember it. So minus b. Now, b is already minus, isn't it? Okay, but there's a minus in front of it, so you've got to make sure that you have 2 minuses then. Okay, what I do is I put that in a bracket. Okay, the b is minus 9 in there, so it makes sense. B squared then, I want to square b, so I'll put it in the bracket because it's negative. You must put it in the bracket or the calculator won't understand it, won't do it properly. 4 times a, which is 7, times c then, which is minus 6. Put that in the bracket as well. All over 2a, so 2 times 7. So then you've got minus 9, it's plus 9. Okay, 2 negatives make a plus. Plus or minus, square root. Now we've got to work all this nonsense out in here, right? So get my calculator. So work out all that stuff in there. And we get 249, right? Don't put the square roots in your calculator, just the stuff in there. So 249. All over then, 2 times 7 is 14. Okay, so we get 9 plus square root of 249 over 14, or 9 minus square root of 249 over 14. So x will equal okay, that's press the SD, so we go 1.77 to 2 decimal places, right? Or x will equal, let's change this here to a, where am I? Change this here to a minus. And I get minus 0.48. Okay, and there's my answer completed.